When I was in Montreal in April of 1999, a young girl had gone missing and they were out postering the streets, and a man handed me a poster, and I didn't think much of it. I picked it up and I folded it up and I put it in my purse. And I went home and set it on my desk. It wasn't something I could throw out because there was a silent imperative as long as the girl wasn't found.
Have you heard of the girl they call Jane?
Well, I'll put it up on the wall and people as they come through are going to see it. And as a result, every day when I got up to write, I would look at this missing poster, and I developed a relationship with this picture and with this image. And I think that experience kind of determined a lot of the structure of the book and my thinking. It sort of came out of those months. The girl was never found. She still hasn't been found. And about 2.5, 3 years after she disappeared, I found that a new missing poster had been put out. They had done an age enhancement, and the age enhancement wasn't just to sort of change or shift her features so that she was older. It changed her class as well. So this spunky working class kid who was like staring straight at the camera with this kind of messy blunt cut suddenly has longer, softer, feminized, blonder hair. She's sort of looking at an angle into the camera and sort of smack dab on. So class markers have shifted, and she's been turned into an idealized victim. That for me also kind of invigorated the writing of the novel, because I'm like, what happens? Why is this working class kid who shows signs of maybe reasons that might make her vulnerable? Why is she not to be embraced as she is? Why does she have to be shifted?
Have you heard of the girl they call Jane?
DELIBLE is set in the 1980s. And it's the story of two sisters, two teenage sisters, both from a working class family background, single parented. And in this story, one of the girls goes missing. The older sister, who's older by less than a year, disappears. I was really wondering how I could possibly write that character, not have her be lost, not have the reader stand away from her, repudiate her, blame her. I wanted to hinge her to the speaker, because in writing in the Western tradition, we have a tendency to identify with the narrator. And having a narrator who is that attached to the girl who is lost and who shared a similar trajectory, but was a little closer to the innocence of childhood, but who looked on her sister with these loving eyes, I thought would hold Mel close, would make it really hard to let go of her. She was probably my favorite character in the whole book. Like, I really loved her. She fascinated me, and she was not one that you could understand completely or get a grasp on. There was always something about her that was a little ineffable. I had characters who knew she was gone, but I didn't believe them. And I thought, okay, we'll find her in Vancouver. We'll find her somewhere. She's gonna show up. Something's gonna happen, and we'll find this character. I didn't want to finish the book. I was very attached to Lora, and Lora was really convinced she could find her and something could change. It was really hard to make that shift and, along with Lora, see that maybe that wasn't going to happen and start to accept it, which is where Lora is by the end of the narrative. What happened that made it possible for me to see that is, at around the same time I was finishing the book, one of my closest friends was diagnosed with terminal cancer. He was given 7 months. It was just this sense of coming up on something so much bigger than you are, that it's irretrievable and you can't do anything about it. And it really took that experience to be able to finish writing the book. Within a month or two, I had written the end of the book. I'd written Karen, seeing that knowledge pass over her.
How could he do that to you, Jane? Heard of the girl they call Jane?